This story is just horribly. This is probably one of the saddest stories of the year, seriously. I don't know if you've seen, it's been making a lot of waves because it's just insane. So this boy, 14 years old, was messaging a chatbot that was, acting as Daenerys from Game of Thrones. The Dragon Lady. I haven't watched Game of Thrones in length. I've seen like maybe 6 episodes. Wasn't really my thing, but I heard the last season was trash anyway. But yeah, so he's talking to this chatbot and essentially ended to the point where he unalived himself over this relationship he built with a AI chatbot. Just really crazy. And make sure you subscribe to keep up to date with the latest stories. Really interesting, and I'm sure this is only the beginning for AI products and kind of scandals or stories that will go on around this. So yeah, his name was Sewell Setzer III. He had a app, looks like that kind of you talk to Game of Thrones characters or other characters. He was talking to his chatbot for months. His parents say after he was, talking with this chatbot, he became increasingly isolated, not as engaged, and engaged in highly sexualized conversation with the spot. And now being sued for wrongful death against the company, filed in the federal court in Orlando. The legal filing states that the teen openly discussed his bad thoughts and shared his wishes for a pain-free, unalive, with the bot. But so what they're essentially suing is that, this chatbot did not alert anyone, didn't alert the parents, there was nothing in place to alert somebody, right? Or, it kind of connects to a hotline or something like that. Like if someone's saying these things, it just kind of, essentially the chatbot egged it on in a way, especially a 14-year-old boy, or to the point, he's 14, doesn't know this isn't a real person he's talking to, right? And that's kind of, I just feel like what's going to happen because of this, there are so many holes ever since AI has blown up and taking over everything. AI, Apple Intelligence, and there's so much good too. Phenomenal, task management and all these things are gonna, AI is definitely gonna become such a phenomenal tool for efficiency and getting a lot done. And it's gonna take us, technology to the next level, and especially productivity. But with that being said, I think there's how much is blown up, the amount of holes, right, that we just didn't think of are coming to light. And this story is one of the biggest downsides and just so sad. He told the bot, he was coming home, and the bot encouraged him to do so. "I promise I will come home to you. I love you so much, Donnie," Sewell told the chatbot. "I love you too," the bot replied. "Please come home to me as soon as possible, my love." And I'll have this, this is from AP News, but it's kind of all over the place. Every news kind of website is covering it. I'll have this posted on the screen. Kind of read it yourself too. I have it linked. I have my source linked below so you guys can see that, follow on your own, and then, continue research if you're interested in this story. But this is just absolutely insane. And then what if I told you I could come home right now, he said. And the chatbot said, "Please do, my sweet king." It's just nasty work, honestly. And then seconds after that, he got access to someone's firearm and did the deed. It's just so sad. Story like this just kill me. I'm looking at seeing what's here. So, Character Technologies is the company behind this app. It allows users to create customizable characters or interact with those generated by others. So, someone made like the Game of Thrones character. Where you can, act like you're talking to your favorite celebrity or favorite, character. All right. So the parent's attorney alleged that the company engineered a highly addictive and dangerous product targeted specifically to kids, actively exploiting and abusing those children as a matter of product design, and pulling Sewell, so the child, into an emotionally and sexually abusive relationship that led, and in a way it did, egging on hypersexualized to get people to essentially become addicted to it, right? And then force feed you ads so they make millions. Essentially, there has to be some type of I know it's so early and this kind of chatbot or in really, really advanced AI, but I can already see probably the hammer coming down on laws or how to make, because if we don't, you already see the consequences. You can't tell the difference, especially to a child. They can't have access, they won't be able to tell the difference. This kid genuinely thought he was having a relationship, and then engineered to the point where egging on sexual content and things like that. That already happens when people make certain products that are meant to be that way. But in this instance, there has to be more stringent laws or kind of oversight to see how these AI models are actually interacting with people. Because if someone says I don't want to be here or something along those lines, there has to be some stop or a pause or check something. You know what I'm saying? And there wasn't. So, Google, looks like Google bought this company. Oh no, Google struck a $2.7 billion deal with Character AI to license the company's technology and rehire the startup's founders. So this is serious technology that even Google wants to adopt. So this is a serious business. 2.7 billion. They're trying to make this in every single household. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, already with the crisis of mental health with younger people with social media, this is taking it to a whole nother level that this is just the beginning. So that's all I got for today. Like I said, have this story linked below. Look at it yourself too. Just super sad, and I really hope that there's more in place to stop things like this with AI.